Hey there, today we are going to go over Fall Unit 2.01. So this is our first studio assignment. So when I go in here, I am going to look at Understanding Art, and I clicked the print version. So it tells you there are PDFs of the elements of art and the principles of design that we talked about before, so you can go over those if you like. Elements of art. Artists compose artworks using basic elements or building blocks. These elements of art include line, shape, color, texture, value, space, and form. The way in which artists use these elements helps determine their style. So a mark that is determined by 2 points and extends a line is a mark that is determined by 2 points and extends in both directions. A shape is a closed space, such as a circle, square, rectangle, triangle, or oval. They can also be organic, so they are not one of those geometrically shapes. Color is a general term used for hues of the spectrum produced by light reflecting off of a surface. Texture is the way a surface feels to the touch or how it looks. Examples of textures are rough, smooth, hard, and soft. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color or surface. And space is the area objects occupy, or the area surrounding objects in an artwork. And finally, form, an object with height, width, and depth. Examples of forms are cubes, cylinders, spheres, pyramids, and cones. So if they were out in the real world, they would be three-dimensional. Hue and the color wheel. Color is perhaps the most complex element of art. It has three main properties: hue, saturation, and value. Hue is the name given to a color, for example, red. We use a color wheel to organize hues into color groups and schemes, which are sets of colors artists use in artworks. You can go on into your content and select color groups and schemes to review primary colors, secondary colors, intermediate colors, complementary colors, analogous colors, warm and cool colors, monochromatic colors, tint shades, and neutral colors. Principles of design. Artists organize the elements of art by considering the principles of design. And those principles are pattern, movement, contrast, emphasis, balance, proportion, variety, and unity. While artists make decisions about the elements and principles, they also think about the overall structure of an artwork and how to organize all the parts to make a whole. So they plan the composition. So for us over here on the right, contrast, the effect of placing different values, colors, textures, and other elements next to one another to create emphasis or interest. So there's a strong contrast here because it's black and white, so there are no middle tones. Emphasis is an area in an artwork that stands out or draws your attention first. Unity is the feeling of oneness or wholeness in an artwork that occurs when all the parts of the design fit together well. Movement is an arrangement of elements in a work of art that creates a visual rhythm guiding your eyes through the artwork. Variety, the use of different lines, shapes, colors, values, or forms to create an interest. And pattern, a design made by repeating a line, a shape, or color over and over again. Proportion, the relationship of one part to another part, a pleasing balance between parts of a whole. So proportion also helps you tell the viewer which things are closer to them and which things are farther away. So if they're farther away, they get smaller. Balance, the quality of an artwork in which the elements are visually equal. They don't have to be the same pieces, right? As long as visually they carry the same amount of weight. So studio project examples, you will focus on a few elements of art and principles of design. In the first example shown here, the artist used primary colors to draw your eye to the important parts of the painting. The yellow bananas are contrasted against the bluish-green background. A second example shows a monochromatic color scheme with warm colors. The colors in each example create a sense of balance and unity. So that is all that we have for this Unit 2.01.